Boy, that filled up quick. I must have had more gas than I thought I did. Only got 3.5 gallons. Oh, 3.4 gallons. All right, get out of there. Woo, baby. Check this out. Can you guys see that little dent I put in here the other day? I dropped this thing. This is the second one that I've had. How dusty my bike is. I need to clean the Blue Ghost. I'm sorry, Blue Ghost. But I dropped that thing the other day and put a dent in it. Oh! OMG Nation, how are you? I've got a question for you. Now that I've got a full tank of gas. Whew, boy, that was a cliff. I just drove off the curb. Here's my question while I'm getting on the interstate. Let's see if I can do two things at once. Whew, I really need a back tire. I just felt that sucker slide. It's not even wet out. So here's my question for you while I'm on my 11-mile journey. You guys tell me if you've met one of these types of people before. I like to call them Mr. One-Ups. So you meet somebody and they say, hey, what's that you have? And then you start telling them about what you have, and then they proceed to tell you how what they have is better than what you have. Well, the other day I met a Mr. One-Up, and I like to play this game with the Mr. One-Ups. I kind of do one of those, oh really? And then I start asking them questions about what they tell me. And then I tell them something that I know they're going to one-up me on, just to see how many times they'll one-up me on, and I'll keep track of it. So when I met this Mr. One-Up the other day, every single thing that I brought up, motorcycle related, Mr. One-Up told me how his was better, and how I should have this versus what I already have. And I was just laughing. I said, well man, if you like it so much, you should just buy me one. He just went, oh yeah. Oh, it was cracking me up. That's what I like to try to do. Every single time they tell me whatever their one-up story is, I try to get them to talk more. I try to get them to one-up me until it's impossible to one-up anymore. I try to get them to one-up so much that even they start listening to what they're saying and know what I'm saying sounds ridiculous. Well, brothers, I say, well, let me rephrase that. Brothers and the 3 women that watch this channel, I say the next time that you come across a Mr. One-Up, or a Mrs. One-Up for that matter, then start laying it on thick. You start trying to see how thick you can get them to lay it on. Ask them as many questions about whatever in the world they just tried to one-up you on, and see if you can get them to one-up until they can't one-up anymore. It just cracks me up. I don't understand why somebody does that. I once had a man tell me there's always going to be somebody bigger, stronger, faster, funnier, smarter, dumber. He said, hopefully you fall in the middle somewhere. And I looked at him and I said, there's got to be somebody that's the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, whatever, the richest. He said, no, there's always somebody richer. Oh look, my favorite thing, being behind a flatbed style tractor trailer. Well, this is a car hauler, but you never know what the heck's going to bounce off of one of those things and come shooting through your helmet. Let me get all the way over. Give myself time, reaction time. I like to try to navigate around these guys, far enough around these guys where if, I mean, look, there's chains on there. Who knows? If the guy tied everything down like he was supposed to. I don't know that dude. He may have been drunk, brother. As you guys can see, I'm running up to Spring Hill, Tennessee, because we're having a hog chapter meeting in there tonight. Is that a golf club, golf course in Spring Hill? I can't remember the name of it. I don't know if I'm going to film when I get in there tonight or not. I try to be mindful of everybody in there and just try to remember that not everybody wants to be on... Whoa, here we go. Whoa. Not everybody wants to be on camera like I do. Let's just do this. Let's slide over this way. What do we have going on up here? I don't know what the truck's doing. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's trying to block other people from running down the turning lane. Either that or he's just used the turning lane trying to get over, and all these cars are being jerks and not letting them over. I think that's probably what was happening. I don't know. I'm late to the party on that one. Just when I reach over to turn off my camera, there is stuff all over the interstate, and one of the cars up there in front of me hits it and it goes flying everywhere. And I did some pretty sweet maneuvering to dodge all of it, but it's not on camera, so who believes me? I don't know if you believe me. Put it down in the comments. If you don't, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm a rat. What is that old saying? The old saying's a red rat's hind end, dirty dog liar. Yeah, have you ever heard that saying before? That's a Tennessee saying right there. This stuff that's all over the interstate up here, somebody's tires must have blown out like crazy. Surely it just didn't, just a bunch of people's tires blown out. But I'm about 9 miles later, 2 miles left to go to my turn. I just thought of something. I'm wearing my mirror blue chrome shield on my helmet. I didn't bring any clear goggles. It's going to be pretty dark riding home. Maybe I'll remember to turn on my camera. I mean, I'm on the interstate doing it 70 miles an hour. I don't really... Let's see, how much... Oh, yeah. I don't want to ride with my visor open. That feels like it's trying to push my eyeballs to the back of my head. It'll just have to be dark. Maybe someone else from the chapter will ride in front of me and I'll just follow their tail lights the whole time and pretend like I can see. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right, here's my turn. That was quick. That was a quick 2 miles. I think I was only doing like 60 something. Maybe 65. I don't think I was even doing 70. Whoa. The blue ghost tried to get a little squirrely on me. All right, so here's this place. What is it called? This is supposedly the name of a bird. Towhee? Towhee? I don't know. Apparently, I can't pronounce things very well. What is that called? Towhee? Yeah, so this is a pretty cool little place right here. We'll see who's in there, whether or not I decide to film anything at all. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, okay, there you go. Cool. I wonder how this will sound if I play my music too.
I usually don't hear Bill's music.
Okay.
I don't hear it unless you don't hear mine.
Okay. Yeah, I hear mine barely in the background now. All right, perfect. Cool. I have very few people that actually have Cardo units. Everybody I know has Senna units. I don't know when, but I'm going to do another live, and it'll be on my channel, not streaming from someone else's channel. Like the last one I did was streaming from someone else's channel. Woo! Open my visor back up. Hey, it's like sunshine out here. That's terrible. I won't do that again, that's for sure. Was that a broke down car? Oh, that's that same car that was broken down earlier today. They've been there since about 5 o'clock. You too, brother. I'll see you. Be safe. Your lights are still working. I definitely will not make the mistake again of riding at night with my blue mirror shield. I've got about, I think, 2 or 3 different shields that I could have put on. I just didn't even think about it. I've got a transition shield that I could have put on, but I'm having to ride with my visor kind of cracked, halfway open. I'm just afraid something's going to hit me in the eyeball like a fly or something. But safety first. Apparently I didn't think about it. You don't get a whole lot of night riding out of me. That's because I need a new headlight. If there are any companies out there that are looking to get a review on their headlight for a 2006 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy Softail, let the old OMG know. What are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna let you go. There's no reason to cut you off. I can test out your headlight because my headlight that I have now is not that great anymore. I really can't see anything. And then it compounds not wearing my clear shield for the night. I should have thought about that. Oh well. Such is life. Obviously, it is the next day, and it was nighttime, and I did make it home safely, but I did learn a lesson about always carrying a pair of clear goggles with you or a clear visor with you. What are you doing in the road there, little buddy? Huh? Little squirrely squirrel? Get out of the road before you get yourself hurt. Looks like he was eating the tar on the road. But I'm just out cruising around the back roads of Franklin, Tennessee today. because, man, there are some beautiful roads out here in Franklin. Just absolutely relaxing. Holy smokes. Gravel everywhere. All right, so look, this little area right here, it's a ginormous cliff. I don't know if you guys can see down. That's a straight drop. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull over here so you can see it. Look at this. That is a straight drop off of this road. And they have a guardrail, but they also have a barbed wire fence. So if you go over the guardrail, you go smack into the barbed wire fence. Maybe, if you're lucky, it doesn't skin you alive before you drop to the bottom. But man, this right here, it's a nice little area. This is one of my favorite roads to cruise down in Franklin. It's not one of those that you can, so the speed limit on this thing is 30, and I'm doing 30, but it's not one of those that you can, on a motorcycle, I feel like that you can do 35 or 40 because of a lot of reasons. One, little potholes and divots. Two, there's gravel, because some of these roads are still gravel around here. There's another pothole. And three, this thing is curvy, and you're liable to come around this corner, and because these are old country roads, you can run right into a tractor just rolling down the road. Oh, look at this dog right here. Boy, he's ready. He's like, get off my road. He's ready to get me. Rabbit Hill Lane. Hey, that's when you know you're in the country right there, when that road is named Rabbit Hill. But today's the day where it's finally not 90 degrees here in Franklin. Look at that house way up on that hill right there. Some people would call those mountains. Those are just hills in Tennessee, because mountains are a lot larger than that. Whoop, we're going to go on the outside of that guy. Man, but I just love these roads out here. Now we're going back up a hill. Hey, I got a question for you guys. What is your favorite tire? You're gonna have to answer me down in the comments. What's your favorite tire? All season tire, lots of miles. One that, I'm not talking about just like a summer tire, I'm talking about, let's just say touring tire. What's your favorite touring tire? It gets lots of miles, and price, if you know a price on one, because I need new tires and I want some options as far as when I go in there and say, hey, let me get some tires. I want to say, what about this tire? What about that tire? So you guys tell me what you have on your bike, and what's been your experience as far as, did you get a lot of miles out of that tire? Are you still getting a lot of miles out of whatever tire you chose? Well, look at that. That is a big horse right there. You filming? There's some guy over here on a four-wheeler filming. And you don't really see four-wheelers coming down the road very much out here anyways. In Franklin, you might see that more towards Nashville, but not rolling down the road in Franklin. Oh! Stall. Bye, Hardy.
Bye, Hardy.
Oh, this is recorded, by the way. I didn't think it wasn't recorded.
Okay. Just checking.